So, what have I been up to since the world's gone a bit strange? I know a bunch of you were looking forward to seeing me at Autobahn. We were going to do some Lemons racing again this year, but that event has been canceled, as have a bunch of other ones. This whole COVID thing, it's difficult, folks, and I get why a lot of people are frustrated and everything, but it's something we got to do. I know more than one person that's got immune system problems, so we're gonna have to hunker down and take care of this. It sucks, and a lot of things, a lot of bad things are going down. People are getting bored and stir crazy, but it's something we got to do. So, what have I been doing since I haven't been racing? Well, shocking no one, I've turned my attention to the model bench. So my winter hobby has become my spring hobby right now. So just thought I'd show what I've done. This is what I'm actually doing. I guess we'll start there because that's what's in frame right now. So this is a Ford Escort, about 1984, 85 or something like that. It's a car that a kid, I should say, that I got. Oop. We'll talk about that in a second here. I got this model at our AMG auction night. I threw a low bid on it, and for some reason it's stuck. It's in an AMT box, but it's clearly a European kit of some sort. The dash is actually, like, they give you a right-hand drive option and that type of thing. And actually, if you look closely, that looks like an XR2, I think it's XR2, or is it ZR2, something like that. It's clearly the European version of the Escort. It's not the North American one. So, and weirdly, and you guys just saw this, the hood is sealed on tight, but the hatch actually opens. They give you a hinge and everything to have the hatch open. So I decided I'm going to put a bunch of interior detail in this one and make it look sharp. And this one's going to be a rally car. So two-wheel drive, Super 1600. I don't know my rally nomenclatures that well to know like what class this car would race in. But there we go. I've built a roll cage out of this plastic tubing. You kind of get the idea there. When the actual chassis is up underneath it, it'll fit decent. Got the tires for it. They're nice knobby tread tire that'll be great for rally racing. And yeah, we'll maybe come back and show when this one's all done and all ready to go throw up some dirt. In the meantime, I've actually just been building like mad. Like, I didn't even think to do videos for some of the stuff that I've done here because it's all gone by so quick. So I thought, well, I can't do progress pictures, but I can do what I've already done. We're going to pan to the left here. Here's the two that I've actually completed. The most recent right here is this Mustang. It's a Mustang King Cobra that is set up for C-prepared autocross racing. And there was one of these banging around here in the SCCA and WAI, and it just really left an impression upon me. And that's kind of, any of you that are from the area will recognize this, the red Mustang 2 like this. They make actually really good, pro touring, Optima Challenge cars these days. They're finally getting a little bit of the respect they didn't get back in the day. But anyways, started off with the Monroe Handler Mustang as a base, and I actually kept quite a bit of it. So, I debated back and forth about whether or not to remove or keep the T-tops in the car, and I decided to go ahead and keep them. The actual roll bar, remember this is an autocross car, so it doesn't need a full cage. The actual roll bar comes with the kit, but I added the diagonal there to beef it up a little bit. The fire extinguisher and the racing seat both came from my parts box. The spare tire is part of the kit too, and it's permanently molded in the back there, so I went and detail painted it and added a... They just give you a hole for the mag rim to drop in there, and with the right detail paint and some wash, it looks like one of the rubber tires that's on the car. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now the... flip it up here. I kept the 70s Twitty, the exhaust with the falsies on it. I figured, what the heck. Various decals from the parts box. So there's some Slicks on there. There's some Gopher Racing on there. All fantastic stuff. Let's see if I can get the hood open one-handed here. Maybe I'll just flip it upside down and let gravity do it. Maybe not. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to set the phone down. An exciting shot of my paint stand with nothing on it as I pop the hood open. Oh, good grief, and now it just falls open. Whatever. So under the hood, I got rid of the kit engine. It was one of those horrible 70s engines where the intake and the heads are all one piece, and they just kind of sandwich onto the... stay open! They just kind of sandwich onto the block, which is two pieces. It looks... Anyways, you don't need to know about that. What you need to know is what's in there right now, and it is an AMT NASCAR engine from like a mid-90s Thunderbird. The Moroso air cleaner came off of an ASA kit, and then we added some detail wiring. We've got a distributor in there from Detail Master, battery cables, and fuel lines to make it all work, and there it is. Mustang set up to lay down some quick times at the autocross, and then over here, I am mostly a muscle car guy, but I like them all. I really, really do. And this is a lovely example of that. We have a Datsun 240Z set up for SCCA club racing. So this is the Peter Brock kit that was reissued very recently. And I've done a few of these, although it's been many, many years since I've done one. I remember that they were pretty good, and my memory served me correctly. A little bit of flash because this mold's getting old, but fantastic kit. It builds well, it looks good, and if you want to do a racer like I did, you really don't need to do much to it to have a good kit, and if you want to jazz it up, you can. Just like the Mustang, it's a fictitious racer. Again, just like a Mustang, I fell in love with the, you know, hood that's just in the gel coat and then leave the body a bright color like that. The contrast just works really well. And let's see here, what did I do to jazz it up a little bit? Well, first thing is I got rid of the kit wheels and went for these mini lights, which came out of the parts box. I believe they're out of the AMT Sunbeam Tiger, but I'm not 100% sure. So I went for those as opposed to the kit wheels. Most of the guys are running like mini lights like this nowadays, or there's another name for them as well, but I call them mini lights because I think of the old Trans Am cars. I moved the battery into the back seat. Hard to see, but... well, not the back seat. The back hatch area. Hard to see, but that's got cables on it. Again, hard to see, but the kit's race seat, I put harnesses on it. Maybe you can see it if I put it back through. Yeah, it's just too much glare. So I put craft ribbon harnesses on it to jazz it up. Use the kit roll bar and the kit interior. Again, it's all in there. It's fantastic if you want to make a racer. Let's open up the hood. Come on, focus, Mr. Camera. There we go. So, it's the Datsun Straight 6 Detail Master throats for the carburetors, ignition wire again from Detail Master, and then the actual oil lines for the oil cooler and the reservoir and the filter up on the side there. That's all in the kit. Now, it's really tough to work with because the little hose they give you is a little bit undersized for what the attachment points want, but it's in there. So I did a little bit, not a ton extra, but as you can see, it really makes that engine pop. And that straight 6, the Datsun engine, is always just such a cool looking engine in these cars. So, yeah. Again, it's a fictitious car, so just jump into the decal bin and grab whatever the heck looks good on the car. That's my bright, blinding orange Datsun. So there you go. That's what I've been doing. I've got a race coming up next month. If it doesn't get canceled, if it does, we'll deal. And hopefully we'll see some of you guys at either Lemons or SCCA or World Racing League coming up here. Our car is prepped. It's ready to go. We just need some place to play. So anyways, I hope you all are staying sane and safe while we're all hunkering down here. And yeah, I just wanted to throw something out there for a couple of new subscribers that signed up. So y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.